Привет, как дела? Welcome to another episode of Spartak Vulkan. I am showing you the youth team because we had a youth intake in March, like all the other European leagues, or most of them anyway. We had a big break between November and this game today, on the 31st of March, with absolutely nothing but this and a few friendlies. The only player of any note to come from this youth intake is SKA-2-Khabarovsk. And if we have a look at him, he's a centre mid. He wants to be a Cavaliero, but he's got 17 natural fitness, which is superb. So that's shouting box to box midfield with me at some point. 13 flair, 12 teamwork, and he's good with penalty taking and free kick taking. He's got good first touch. So I think he could be useful. Something we're looking at in the future. 1 star at the moment, obviously, so nowhere near for the first team. But yeah, it could be a very useful left centre mid. I mean, he's left only as well, so maybe sort of left centre mid. Possibility of running that Mezzala channel as well. So yeah, that'd be a good one. And we have also made one transfer in. So by Shatilov right at the end of November, right at the end of when we were playing in November anyway. Just a backup defender, solid, relatively okay physicals, but nothing amazing, but determined. So brought him in as a bit of a backup. And since we last met with that horrible 1-0 loss against Nogliki, we've not lost again. Granted, most of them have been friendlies, but we drew 2-2 with Spectre in the game after, again away. Went 1-0 up in 4 minutes. They scored almost straight away. They went 2-1 up, and then we just dragged it back to 2-2. If we have a quick look at the stats of the game, it's pretty level. If anything, I think Spectre might have shaded it very slightly, but 2-2. Coming back from a horrible 1-0 loss against Nogliki, that wasn't too bad. But then we turned it around and beat Luk 2-0. Bondarev and Smirnov. And if we have a look at this one, and we look at the stats for this, we were pretty much on top the whole game against the 4-4-2. We went slightly asymmetric because we had an issue with a left winger, or having a left winger available to play. So I actually played Mikhailov back as a defensive midfielder in that game. Bondarev still was attacking midfield slightly to the left, Bezborodov up front slightly to the right, and we still had Bogdanov playing. And our defensive line played brilliantly, and Bondarev was amazing. So that was superb. And then we played an absolute ton of friendlies, more and more goals, until 5-5 draw against the under-18s. So I think I had pretty much half my first team playing for the under-18s and half playing for the main squad. So 5-5, pretty fair, I think. So if we have a look at the competition as it stands, we are game in hand but 2 points off Khabarovsk. That's making today's game against Khabarovsk amazingly important. We've got to play them again, but if we can get something out of this game, they do have a tendency to draw lots of games. So they've drawn 7. They've actually won quite a few recently. They drew a load in a row, but then came 1-1, 2. Is that this? Oh no, sorry. That's just looking at those 7 draws, isn't it? But we have a look at Khabarovsk's schedule. They've got a few. That was that October period where they drew 3 that allowed us to get back into it. And then they lost to Nogliki as well, so it wasn't just us, but they beat Spectre 3-1, and they've been back a week already, and they beat Luk 2-1. So if we can, somehow get something against them today, that would be immense. So let's go to the game. We are inconsistent at the moment, but we've only lost the 1 recently. So Malashev, our left back, has been out injured, but Fomenko's been training like a demon, so he comes in. Umyarov and Shubin and Pivovarov with Kurbanov in goal, that's normal. Sapeta playing as a Cavaliero with Mikhailov, so he links up with Bondarev, Golikin and Bogdanov up in the sort of left wing, right wing, and Golubev up front. So that's sort of how we finished the last game against Luk. Though Mikhailov played a little bit deeper, which is something we can think of, because we could then, like Golikin or Bogdanov can come off to give us another midfielder to go sort of free in the mid, almost play a diamond, but sort of more of an asymmetric style. So that's going to be the team we've got. Oh no, actually, yeah, didn't even think of that. Let's take Malyshev out, and who would I put in his place? I mean, Shatilov or Biryukov definitely. Hoping. Yeah, all lacking matching up. I've been trying to keep them match fit right the way through. I don't see why that 4 months is not off season. Just go off and go and do what you want and come back for this one and have a little gap between the end of season 1 and the start of season 2, if you see what I mean. It doesn't seem to make much sense to me. Really doesn't. But yeah, everybody's slightly unfit. They've come back and they've had 1 game in the league so far. So could be very interesting. Calm, shall we say. Top of the table if we win. And a little bit of faith. And let us go and do this. We have the kick-off and I have no idea what to think about this one, to be fair, today. No idea whatsoever. Coming back from a 4-month layoff like that, even though you've been playing lots of friendlies, anything could happen. That was a poor throw. We've got 2 players trying to go for the same person there. Ball over, oh dear. Good save from Kurbanov. He's really come on well. Kurbanov, he's been making some brilliant saves one-on-one. Maximenko with the corner. It's a swinger, and that's out for the goal kick. Yes, cool. So they've had 2 shots to our none so far, but we've got possession. Yeah. I don't think we're doing much at the moment. We've got nobody who's getting really bad ratings. They've got some 6.6s and 6.7s, which is interesting. I do tend to keep an eye on that because it does sort of give you a view of how play is going. If you've got players dropping into the 6.6s like they have, 6.5s, it suggests we're on top. Bogdanov, Mikhailov, Bondarev. Back to Mikhailov. Golubev. Oh dear. And Shubin cuts that out beautifully. And then now he's been tackled. What the hell is going on? Okay. That was awful. So we had 2 players dispossessed really. So Shubin had it. And how is that not a foul? That is shocking. And straight in the corner. Passion. Yeah, they fired up by that. We were on top as well. Golubev. Goal! Yes! Straight from a free kick. Straight back in it. Let's praise them for that. This looks like a nice little... Yeah, lovely lovely free kick goal. Just quickly want to see what his free kicks are. He's got 11 free kicks and 13 finishing. Okay. Yeah, that's going to get you a few goals in this save. Having really very decent sort of finishing and free kick attributes. 1-0, and we've got another one. Oh, Bogdanov. Oh no, and again. Oh dear God, that should have been 2-1. That should have been 2-1. Corner. There's Golubev as well. In Shubin. Free kick to them. Oh, unfortunately, get a penalty then. And it looks like another one. Free kick, Golubev, Umirov, penalty. Yes, come on. Golubev. Yes, 2-1. In the lead, going into half time. I didn't think that was going to happen somehow, but that is a brilliant comeback. They have been on top. They've really been all over them. Yeah, good boys. Now it looks like it's coming up to half time. We're back top. There we are, half time, 57% possession. Shots on target have been brilliant from both sides. So, interesting, all to play for. And I'll see you for the second half. Yeah, just before the second half, I realised I still had overlap left on, because I was playing Malyshev as a wing back, but Flamenco isn't or doesn't want to be. So I've just taken that off. What I've also done is Sepeta's now deep line playmaker as opposed to Cavaliero. That and bringing Bondarev more central, I think, sort of makes the guys play a little bit wider, because I just didn't need to see any width in that half, but just didn't seem to happen. I'm wondering whether, because we've got the attacking midfielder, I'm having him play as a pressing forward because it drops him back a little bit, and you just don't get any decent deep line forwards at this level of football. So I'm wondering just to whack him up as a poacher, just to maybe give a little bit more in the last, because everything I saw was from set pieces. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go with for the second half. That's fingers crossed. Oh yes, also dropped us back to standard lines as opposed to high lines, because I've just got a feeling they're going to get over the back, just like Biryukov sort of did by dispossessing Shubin in the first half. But yeah, I mean they're looking pretty tired, and they've got lots of 6.3s and 4s, so they're not playing brilliant. Bogdanov to Bondarev to Golubev, Mikhailov. Now that's the problem with a standard line. Even as an attacking poacher, he was quite low down the pitch then, Golubev. Mikhailov to Bondarev. Golokin's really central, Golubev. And there you get dispossessed. And that's over. And that's got to be offside, surely. But he's wide anyway. That was definitely offside. I think we can stretch it a little bit. I'd like to have a defensive midfielder in there if I'm going to do that. And Golokin is not playing very well. So, 56 minutes, I'm going to make my first movement. I'm going to bring Mikhailov back. And he's going to play deep line playmaker, defend. Sepeta can stay as a Cavaliero then. And sort of link up with Bondarev. And we're going to have an attacking centre. Who's our attacking centre mid to come in? Would be, yeah, Vyalkov. Smirnov's been pretty good as well, but I'm going to bring Vyalkov in. And it's going to be very one-sided sort of. Yeah, stay on the right. Don't look at the left, please. Don't look at the left. Maybe go a bit wider. Or standard. I'm going to keep it as standard at the moment, because I think if you go much wider, that could really leave the left side really open. Well, it is open anyway, but if I go wider, it sort of almost stretches the midfielders across the pitch a bit more. And yeah, you're left with Sepeta dealing with everything. As a Cavaliero, that's not really what they want to do. Let's go with that. Yeah, Golokin has had an absolute ton of offers come in, obviously all of which I've said no to. That might be affecting him somewhat. He signed a new contract to stay on next year, and we've signed contracts for everybody we want to keep, so that's been good. Shubin's on a 6.1, so obviously when he got dispossessed, that has affected him massively. 70 minutes gone. Yeah, it's a tough one, this one, isn't it? Because nobody's playing that badly. Everybody's as knackered as everybody else. I want to keep Mikhailov on because he's our only defensive midfielder, really. Bogdanov's just come off of a 6.6. Now, Chernyshov likes playing winger support, so I think just, yeah, might just bring things back a little bit. If I put him over, because Golubev is a left footer. No, he's a right footer. Okay, so yeah, just swap things around, move the position, get them guessing as a defensive unit as to what's happening. They've not been playing brilliant at all. 6 3s and 6 4s. 80 gone. I'm loving the fact you can get 5 subs on as well. It's beautiful, beautiful thing. So we've got Sepeta's on a 71, Mihailov's on a 70. I am thinking to bring Smirnov into the mix. Maybe as a ball-winning midfielder. Yeah, I think I have him as a ball-winning midfielder defend. They shouldn't get in each other's way because they're doing different things and they're different lines, so they shouldn't get in each other's way. I might put Bondarev more to the right. Or do I have him left just to give a little bit more cover and have Golubev right? Yeah, let's try that. Let's go with that. And it's a highlight and it's our one. Umirov, Smirnov, Bondarev. Ball over, you Golubev going to run onto it? No. Volkov, Safronov, Matviev. Well, that's cut inside nicely there. Nobody over that side, obviously, because we haven't got everybody over that side. It's always ball through. Dear God, it's disallowed. Yes. He's been looking like he's been offside a lot, Maximenko. Yeah, I have 3 men offside. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, let's get another one on. Just to waste a bit more time. 85 minutes. Bondarev 70 to 69. Shubin still only on a 6.1. Do I put him out as this? He likes being a no-nonsense fullback. And then bring Biryukov in. He likes being a stopper, but so does Umirov, unfortunately. Yeah, so we've got 3 decent defenders there. Try and, hopefully help Shubin get through the last few minutes with his 6.1. I completely clicked the wrong thing then. I didn't mean to put passion. I meant to put... it just demanded a little bit more. Right, last few seconds. Let's get the Kalishnikov on as an advance forward. And hoping that's that. Big ball forward, Kalishnikov. Foul. I'll have that one, thank you very much. Swing it in. And that's that. Come on! That's a massive, massive win. Good possession, but yeah, 31 fouls, my God. Let us say amazing, boys. That was. So, we're back at the top by a point, and we still got our game in hand. Yeah, this is going to be really, really interesting little running, I think, isn't it? Was it Zaja Goletiani? Yeah, they're just not happy. Oh, we've got a little press conference. 10 press conference. A good result for your side out there. How surprising was it you given your pre-match opinions of Zaja Goletiani and his team? I'm very pleased with results. Yeah. I'm always, nearly always nice in these. I very rarely bite back at anything and I'm always down as calm. Does seem to work. Even though he's a boring journalist, apparently. Goletiani has continued to claim that you should be sacked despite the good result for your side against him. Dave, what do you make of that criticism? I think I don't know why they're thinking of sacking me, to be fair. I don't know. Yeah, let's just say unprofessional. We stick together, don't we? Barely a cop put in a top performance. He scored a goal that shouldn't have been a goal. I don't know when it's a really weird. Some of these press conferences are so stilted, it's crazy. Don't want to comment on individual performances. Very pleasing, hard work. Essentially, so the turnaround and a fantastic victory. I am delighted. How much of an impact does your team talk? I'll get to work with a well-rounded group of players is usually a good one. We have got a good run against Khabarovsk now as well. And Golubev, when he was on a hat-trick race on eyebrows, he's a consummate professional. What things with all the players? Golubev scored an all-important goal. Any moment like that has to boost morale. Jesus, this is a massive one, this is. What sort of impact do you think getting a goal just before half-time hand? Yeah, it forces a completely different sort of view on it. Everybody enjoyed Golovev's goal, free kick into the top corner. That's what Vladimir is capable of, magnificent player. He's absolutely very good. So the game, the second team, more of the same. Okay, God, they're starting to really talk it all up. Okay, so let us have a look at the competition. Top by 1 point, 1 game in hand. If we look at the schedule, so we've got Nogliki again, which is a pain. Spectre, look, Khabarovsk, Nogliki. At the moment, I'm thinking of just coming back for these last two as a double header. If anything were to change, obviously I'll come back a bit earlier. But yeah, I think Khabarovsk and Nogliki last 2 games of the season looks like a good final episode of the season to me. So if you like what you're seeing today, leave a thumbs up, that'd be amazing. Subscribe for this every Saturday, Tuesday and Thursday, and hopefully see you soon. Das Vidania.